Okay. At the 10 o'clock hour, remember I said they got to have the star power, right at the top of the hour. Do you notice their 10 o'clock star power?
I forget who it was.
Yeah, exactly. The Miz in the ring with Miz TV. You need a telescope to see this star. And again, a talk show on the show filled with talk. And he introduces his guest, Seth Franklin Rollins. Now, remember, they were thick as thieves here not long ago, but now that Seth is a babyface for whatever reason, I think they just switch guys when they run out of ideas for him the other way. So Seth comes in and they're adversarial, him and Miz. And of course, by the time they start talking, because Seth has to lead the fans in the oh, or is it oh, whoa, oh, I can't get how many OEOs are there?
There are no OEOs, but it's something similar. And again, I've said it before, people like that kind of stuff. Wrestling fans like that stuff because when he comes out, he gets a good pop and they start singing along with the song, but they're silent when he's talking. They like the song. They like wrestling fans like reacting to entrance music now more than ever before.
And he's got a song he's got to sing, and he's going to sing it. So they took a while.
You want to be a wrestling star? You just got to come out there and just get someone, just something like that over and over so people in the arena can do it with them.
Because Cody's got the and Seth has the oli, oh.
Becky also has
Becky's got and then Generico had the ole. And then Nia Jackson got my hole. All right, well, and Miz even actually said, all right, let's get to the point. I only have 10 minutes here. And I'm like, Jesus. So now we know we got 10 minutes of this. And Seth Franklin Rollins was wearing inflatable red balloon boots. I don't know why.
It's a stupid thing that, I hate to put it this way, but it's the only way to put it. Among certain people is fashionable right now. And at least it's trendy and something people are talking about. Because the other day during a Nick game, the music producer Duplo, or Diplo.
Duplo?
What's his name? Diplo or Duplo?
It's your story.
And I never listen to his shit, but either way, this idiot was sitting fucking courtside wearing those giant red boots. He looked ridiculous, and everyone started making fun of him.
Well, these two look pretty fucking ridiculous, and Seth had balloon boots on. And they argued for about 10 minutes. Miz's point was that Seth will never main event WrestleMania like he did. And Seth took exception to that and started taking off his dressing for pleasure outfit. Looked like he was on the board of directors of a massage parlor. And he punches Miz, and then suddenly Theory appears and pulls Seth out to the floor, and Seth beats him up. But then Miz waylaid Seth, and I swear to God, Seth super kicked Miz with the inflatable boots, and Miz sold it like he was knocked out. And then he gave him a curb stomp with balloons on his fucking feet. And he sold that. And it looks like a bunch of kids having a birthday party in a bouncy house at this point. And then Theory comes back in the ring and gives Seth his finish. And that's where I wrote, I don't want to see any more of this show.
Hey, Jim, I have an article here from the Wall Street Journal, February 13th, 2023. Jacob Gallagher, the author. By turning wearers into cartoons, these big red boots and their makers have the last laugh. They are taller than a 2-liter bottle of Coke, and the shade of an overripe tomato. Collectively, they weigh about as much as a newborn, a massive 3.5 pounds each. And they are easily the most attention-hogging thing I'd ever put on my size 11 feet. 3.5 pounds each. What do you think of that?
They seriously look like balloons. So, but again, 3 pounds is, what's that? 3 boxing gloves. If they use the 16-ounce fucking gloves.
What do you think of Rollins right now? Of Seth Fran Drescher Rollins?
I don't think of Seth. I don't know what any of this is. The weird voices and the cackling and the clothes and the back and forth. Is he a heel? Is he a baby face? Is he? I don't know what.
It's a guy trying really hard to be interesting, and he's not. And the sad thing is, I think if it was just simpler, everything would work better with him, because there are times he's acting like the usual jerk. And then all of a sudden something happens and he gets serious. And he has a great serious face.
Yeah.
But then he goes back to the silliness. I just don't think this does anything that... People like singing to his music, but do they want to see him on that show otherwise? I don't know.
You can be a guy with a good physique and long hair and flashy clothes and a snappy dresser and cut a promo and not just go so fucking... It's like, what in the world is going on? They want everything over the top so far that it comes around the other side. Anyway. And now, by the way, they actually had, because I know he didn't go into business for himself and do this on his own, Miz gets curb stomped with the balloon boots and lays there in the break selling in the ring while they change the mat around him. And the whole night, and there was an interview in the back where Booger and Ezekiel were in the back giving each other backhanded compliments. Apparently now Ezekiel's a fucking heel. And then they come back, and the match is supposed to be Booger against The Miz. And I'm a fucking seriously, again, we ring the bell at 10:15 Eastern time, 2 hours and 15 minutes into the program. We've had 4 matches with 16 minutes of wrestling, and Miz is there saying, no way we're having a match right now. I've just been beaten up and assaulted. And then they ring the bell, and Booger gives him a suplex, picks him up like a barbell and curls him 10 times, presses him, slams him, and beats him 1, 2, 3 in less than a minute. And I'm not arguing with The Miz doing a job. I think he should do a bunch of them on the way out. But again, let's get this match out of the way. We're stuck where we got to get to a new entrance. Get the match out of the way.
I was kind of done with the show by this point. I kept watching.
Yeah.
But I was tired. Nothing was happening. The stars were already gone other than the main event. You weren't going to see Cody again. I was done.